We are back. It is Tuesday, 8 o'clock. I got to tell you what time it is because you're too stupid to figure it out, people.
I mean, to be fair, not everyone's on the East Coast.
Okay. It's
maybe they're on the West Coast. They think, oh shit, it's 5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Right. It is definitely 5 o'clock in LA right now, where the the All-Star game is happening. All of the creators in the MLB, the show community, are out there watching the game. Flank is out there, or was out there, for the Creator Cup.
Mm-hmm.
He said he had a good time. They had lots of fun with it. He lost after 3 innings. Flank Thomas did. Felt bad for Jeremy. They flew him all the way out there, and he lost in 3 innings. But he said it was lots of fun. They watched the home run derby. It was a good experience for him. Now the All-Star game is happening now. Albert Pujols advanced to the semifinals last night in the home run derby, and he took down Kyle Schwarber, who was like 100-1 favorite or something. That was hilarious.
It felt scripted in a way, because it's like, oh, okay, he's just deliberately hitting fly balls just so Albert Pujols can advance and, get that storyline when, hey, Albert Pujols was able to win and keep going. Old men for life.
No, I watched Schwarber swing Schwarber swing was shitty. Like, he kept rolling over and just hitting these like crappy line drives, and I was just like, oh man,
he was getting under him. I think he was hitting a lot of fly balls.
Yeah, I was like, dude, pretend you're playing the Mets, man. Like, do something.
Right? Honestly, he should have just had a Mets pitcher pitch to him.
Yeah, he should have had Dave Joss pitch to him. And then Pete Alonso didn't win, but Juan Soto did. J-Rod was also amazing. Julio Rodriguez.
Oh, he's a beast.
Beast. It's going to be beast. And Kyle Seager did not do very well. Now, let's talk about the topic of this show. But before we get into that, Makai Wilson wants to say, congratulations, gentlemen. You've reached 250 streams on this beautiful train wreck of a channel. Here's to many more. 250 streams.
That's unfortunate. We should have been canceled after 2.
I know.
It's rough.
Remember our first show where it was just us on a Discord server?
Well, it was us on a Discord server. What happens? It was just you talking, because we just had to scramble. You said, oh, we were looking to get a reason to just open up a separate channel because we were mostly doing them on your channel. But then we decided to stream an NBA game in the background, and we got kicked off before we could even finish.
That was even when we had figured out how to put graphics up. Remember the first show on my channel?
I do not know. I think that was the first day you wasn't that the first time you revealed yourself to the public?
That was like an earlier one. Hold on. Let's call up the old the first stream. Hold on. There's got to be a way.
We should have just had a video that just says like us in the beginning, and then just like it's just us now because we haven't changed for shit.
Yeah. We have not changed other than we added StreamYard and then maybe showed. You didn't show your face for a long time. So.
Yeah, I did. Maybe
I don't know if I deleted the very first one. The live show. Okay, here it is. I found it.
Ooh, live show.
Hold on. Let me share my screen. 250. Here it is.
I think we are live.
Okay, here it is.
Tree, are you there?
Oh, here. All right, hold on. What? Damn it. I can't share my screen.
Well, maybe it's like on a certain stream. Try and separate your web tab, and then that should be allowed to do it.
Hold on. I might disappear.
Okay.
Hold on.
Disappear.
Okay. Lock.
Disappear. Are you going to disappear? The dumpster fire, everyone. This is why we've had 250 episodes of this dog shit.
Okay.
Because we're sitting around dealing with BS and this is what the people pay for, man. This is why.
Yeah. Recheck it.
Yeah. This is why we haven't we haven't progressed in any way. Like,
Hold on,
this
I might be gone in 1 second.
Yeah, we have like a 2-inch penis right now. 2 inches. Look, 2 inches. As you can see, I've been using a lot of roller tape and stuff. So, chat, how's everyone doing tonight? Are we in hell or are we in hell? Please say we're yes. Watching in 5 Points and Tree from 5-6 years ago is going to be weird. Yeah, it kind of is. Oh, by the way, Bench Warmer Brew Armchair Backup Blend. I know 5 Points Vids has his own blend, the 5 Points blend. He has that little promo. Damn, son, do not use it. Do not use it. Definitely do not use it.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, I did a plug for your Bench Warmer Brew segment, too.
Oh, thank you.
You should pay me.
What happened to the overlay? We got to put the overlay on there. I am doing a promotion. You can use code DAMNSON and get 15% off on all merch, coffee, subscription, everything. You can get it all. What?
I don't know.
What are you doing, man?
I don't know. I'm trying to find your overlay.
It's the little one at the bottom. It's this one, you dumbass.
Oh, shut up.
All right, hold on. Let me find that first dumpster fire. I just want to watch it for a second, and then we'll talk about these Madden ratings because we got plenty to talk about. Why don't you read some supers while I...
Yeah, I will. I was about to until you came back on the stream, and then you bashed us with your presence. David G. Only thing that should be cooked are the losers that buy Madden and play their gotcha whale game mode that expires within a year. But people are addicted to it, and that's why EA focuses on it, because they make significantly more money. If even 10% of their audience spends $100 or even $150, there are those that spend thousands, but those are your rarities. You're making significantly more on that $100 by 10%. Including the $50, than you could have dreamed of by changing up, your gameplay, your career modes, your franchise modes, situation modes, everything like that.
All right, this is the very first dumpster
live
fire.
Stream D's nuts. Oh.
It was called the live show. It wasn't even called the dumpster fire.
Well, because we were still trying to change our show.
Now, let's get ready for this extreme cringe.
You didn't even chroma key my logo.
No, I did not. All right, tell me if you can hear this.
What happened? Hello?
Little bit.
Can you hear it at all? You can't hear it?
No.
Oh.
I cannot.
Hold on. Let me put it through the speakers. Dang
yeah,
it.
either through the speakers, or what you should do is
why can't you hear it?
It's probably something to do with the stream itself, because check your settings if there should be an audio section, because it probably isn't going through your stereo mix. So probably try changing your microphone to no, there's no stereo mix here. So you can't actually do anything on there. Because I know with mine, or like the XSplit that I use, I'm able to get a stereo mix on there in the side underneath, which is why my NHL trade deadline stream was offline for a while, because I used a song that was apparently blocked.
There's got to be a way.
Yeah. I said ideally.
Wait. If we make this...
what if you make it a video file? Make it a video file. So... separate that, download it, render it, and then I can do it. So send me the link in the stream. I'll quickly render it.
Hear it now. Can you hear it?
I'm joined by
a little bit.
What are you drinking over there, Tree? The sponsored beer of the day is the Blockhouse Double Chocolate Bock. It's something you can either love or really hate. It's definitely a dessert beer, very dark, very malty, rich chocolate flavor. Definitely something to really go on a nice cold day like this, a cold 50-degree day. What's going on? It says nobody's watching.
yeah, nobody's still watching. Congratulations. Nothing's changed. Woo!
258, 272. I get to going, man. Oh, wow.
We 272.
It says 0 on my end, so you're over there self-talking.
All right. That's enough. Well, someday I'll download that. Hold on. How about
January 9th, 2018.
yes?
It's almost
That's how
5 years.
11,000 views. That was the start of the. Hold on. I got.
We'd be lucky to get 11,000 views now.
Yeah.
We're moving places, baby.
All right. Let me download this and then I'll figure it out at some point. I don't know if we can store a file that big. If we can upload a file that big.
Well, cut it and then upload it in spurts.
Yeah, we'll do that next week. I'll just download it now and then we'll figure it out. Read some more soups.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that really quick in the meantime.
I'm doing it.
Okay, whatever. Or just even record the audio and then split it because it's just like a basic video, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that one guy, who is the best wide receiver in the league, actually, not according to Madden, and who in the league has the best receiving core? So tell me about these ratings. I wasn't really able to see them that much.
We will start with the wide receivers. Let's just throw them up here in between us.
Devontae Adams, that's bold.
So at number 1 is Devontae Adams at 99. Cooper Kupp came in at 98, which is, to me, absurd that he's not a 99. He just had.
Well, it's probably because he doesn't really have breakneck speed. That's why.
You think he just had one of the greatest wide receivers?
They're talking. No, they're going on base stats and attributes. They're not really going
that's
off.
the problem.
That's the issue. But that's the thing, though. If you're going based on stats, you're going to have such a change in rating every single year. Ideally, what you should do is have some sort of like. They're trying to make sure it's not like crazy. And that's why I don't really pay attention to Madden ratings because it's just a number. And to be fair, they're all rated way too high.
It is.
Ideally, what I would do is like have your elite players be more elite, like make 65 your new 82. That's what I do.
Yeah, but then it's just it isn't what it is. It's supposed to be a rating system that determines how the game plays. And if they don't,
the game's gonna suck no matter what, dude.
Right, but like there has to be a rating that is reflective of if Cooper Kupp beats his coverage or sees a certain type of look, that he's going to be open all the time because that's what happens in a real football game. It's got to be reflective of real football. And I get that numbers are the only way to do it, but if you just went by attributes, like John Ross should be a 99 every year because he runs a 4.340. It's stupid. But anyways, the real problem everyone had here. So you got Cooper Kupp at number 2, then Tyreek Hill, then DeAndre Hopkins at 96, which is weird because he's in his 30s and he's coming off.
You're rating him based on your past success. Right. And he had a really injury-filled year.
Yeah. And then Stephon Diggs. That's fine, 95. He's a top 5 receiver. Okay, Justin Jefferson, a little low at 93.
Yeah, give it time, though. They always tend to lower rate younger players.
Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin, Keenan Allen, I'm not even sure if he's the best.
Amari Cooper at a 90. That's pretty high. They're basing that on past reputation. Dude got traded for a 5th-round pick.
Right. And no Jamar Chase, right?
Well, as I said, they don't rate rookies that high. Remember last year, Colin Kaepernick was rated higher than Justin Herbert. I was going to say Justin Lawrence.
Yeah, just
Trevor Lawrence too.
Yeah,
him too.
But it just doesn't make sense that these are the top 10. I get Devontae Adams had a monster year. He's had a monster career, but he was not better than Cooper Kupp last year. Okay. I get that you don't want to base it off of just one year, but Kupp was a monster. And Kupp was good when he had fucking Jared beating Goff throwing to him. And that was ugly. All right. Where are these supers?
Yep. I missed one earlier because it just seems like it cut below. Tucker White 94. The best part of the Chicago street race. You can take Metra or the South Shore line into Grant Park and never need a car the whole NASCAR weekend.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. Christopher Bodden for 5. Well, you have the entire Clickbait crew to do season predictions this Tuesday before the season. Chiefs going to the Super Bowl. Love you guys.
Chiefs gone to Super Bowl. We will do a pre show.
You think we should do a stream for? You think we should do a stream for the NFL opener?
Oh, for sure. For
Mhm.
sure.
It's
Oh,
going to be on
yeah.
the Amazon network and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. I think that we are allowed to legally do like
If it's on Twitch.
ooh, we'd have to consider doing it on Twitch. But we're
Yeah, then
legally
we get a
allowed.
live feed.
So you can do the broadcast on Twitch?
I think so, because Twitch is owned by Amazon.
Mm.
So I think you might be able to if you're licensed or approved by Twitch, I think.
We'll have to consider that.
Yeah,
maybe.
I'll have to double check on what that is.
But I know that Twitch rhymes with bitch, and they are like
Twitch
that
is a bitch. I mean, they
when
are.
it comes to streaming on their channel. Like they have like exclusive deals, and they're just like, yeah, you can't stream on you can't stream on YouTube if you stream on Twitch.
Whatever. Well, that's
Fuck
why
them.
Twitch is losing audience.
kicked-
Because
yeah,
Twitch
they
is more
kicked,
interested in bathtub streams and crotch shots.
Yes, they kicked Dr. Disrespect off of there, and then they lost Ninja because Ninja wasn't happy.
Well, Ninja got paid a shit ton by Mixer, and then Mixer just was a flop.
Yeah, and then Ninja became a flop, and then
Ninja's getting paid more than all of us combined. I think he's doing all right. I think he's still getting a decent bit of coin.
He's kind of fell off. All right.
Well, I mean, dude, it happens on the internet though. Everyone comes and goes. I mean, shit happens.
Who's the next one? Because I only see Golden.
Let's go to that one guy. Who is the? Sorry, never mind. I'm talking about Dodger of Zion. 250 episodes. Glad I've been here for a good portion of it. Here's to 250 more.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dodge.
Yep. Golden Hybrid 3. It's crazy how Matt Carpenter went from thinking his career was over and saying he'd help load bags onto planes if signed to being a hitting God comeback player of the year. It's that Yankee magic. That's why. He's hitting like he's playing the Pirates every single year because he used to kill them in like 13, 14, and 15.
He's picking up all of Joey Gallo's fucking slack. He's making him forget about Joey Gallo.
Just want to say this out of the record, by the way. I knew that Joey Gallo was not going to work with the Rangers. He was a redundant asset because they have a bunch of power hitters. Like, okay, he hits lefty, but you have Rizzo now. So, I mean, I did not expect him to be this bad, but I don't understand the idea of getting a low average, high strikeout guy when you already have Giancarlo. And you can argue Aaron Judge too, but he has more of an average. So he's redundant.
Judge has reduced the strikeouts.
Yes, he's definitely up the average too.
Yeah, in a league of launch angle, like you're going to strike out more. Like this league is not about poking shots to right, hitting against the ship. This league is about elevate to celebrate. And if you strike out a lot, they don't give a fuck.
Well, if you hit dingers, that's the thing. Gallo is he's not hitting dingers. I mean,
I see a future.
His WAR is relatively replacement level still because of his defense, but still, he'll probably be able to go back to Texas or Cincinnati or Pittsburgh and be able to be fine.
Yeah, he does need. I mean, and the problem is like you can't say he doesn't have protection in that lineup. Everyone in that lineup is mashing except for him, right? Like everyone in that lineup is fucking mashing.
I mean, sometimes hitter slumps happen. Sometimes you.
Yeah. Andres Jimenez getting the start at second base. The Mets traded him for Francisco Lindor, and I don't know if there's ever been such a win-win situation on earth. Anyways, keep reading some snoopers.
Oh, I will, bitch. I will. I absolutely will. Jared Froman. Johnny Hockey leaves for Columbus, and Matthew Tkachuk might leave. Looks like Brad Tree living and stumbled upon some nukes. Don't blow yourself up, Brad. Oh, dude, they don't have a choice. Tkachuk might be gone by the end of the week.
Yeah, Calgary, their window is slamming shut.
Well, it slams shut, even though they woefully underachieved for 7 years.
Yeah.
All they have is one playoff series, maybe two to.
Who'd they lose to? Edmonton?
Yep, they lost Edmonton, and I forget who they lost to when they beat Vancouver. But for the most part, I mean, choked against Anaheim, choked against Colorado, choked against Dallas, didn't make the playoffs for 2 or maybe 3 of those years. So guess what? You're fucked.
Yes, Johnny Gaudreau, Johnny Hockey, stud player, won 1 playoff series.
Actually, I think it was 2. He won
2
in
playoff
Vancouver.
series. Pathetic. All right, read some more snoopers, and then we'll go to the edge rushers and Madden, which will trigger the shit out of you.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, keep going.
That I will. Aaron P. Can't wait to see your new movie, Joe Coy. Glad you're back, and hello, Tree.
Thank you.
Joe Coy.
Oh, Shohei Ohtani just led the game off with a single. Why is Shohei batting leadoff? Is there anything?
It's an all-star game, dude. Come on. None of it makes sense. It's all about having fun. Aaron Judge would not be 2-hole if this were a regular game. He'd be 3 or 4.
Look at Shohei just dumped that ball into left field. Great swing. Oh, no, right up the middle. Yep. Just beautiful. Just this nice little single up the middle, and he is on base. All right, read another.
Ooh, they even have an umpire cam now.
Ooh, that's scary.
I was going to call
Judge batting number 2. 33
Yeah,
home runs already at the break for Aaron Judge.
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
Christopher Bodden, will you have the entire Clickbait crew doing NFL predictions the Tuesday before the season? Love you guys, and the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl.
Okay. I see where we are now.
Yeah,
okay.
We're right by Jared Russell.
Yes, Jared Russell. All right. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. You were going to say something.
Yeah, I was going to mention the Jared Russell super chat, but this is why we've done 250 episodes and we keep running into each other. See what I mean?
Nobody watches.
This is why I'm better running solo.
Right. You would think we'd have more than 200.
Well, I mean, dude, to be real, I really didn't get much on my NHL stream either. So you know what? Maybe we're all just falling off. You know, we're talking about
streaming is like not as big now on YouTube. Look at Aaron Judge. Oh, this umpire cam is interesting. I'm looking over.
I mean, they nearly picked off Shohei.
Yeah.
I think they may have gotten him. No,
really?
Yeah, they got him. Ooh, and a strikeout, too.
Oh, I'm way delayed.
Yeah, right. I have a cable box here now because I don't have to stream. In case I stream football games, I don't have a delay.
I might
don't have to go in the living room
then. Oh, yeah, they got him. He was out by a mile. Shaq Barrett is ranked at number 15. So these are the top 15. I'm going to read them. I'm going to go up each one. And I'm going to ask you whether you think these are fair or not. These are edge / hand in the dirt linebackers. No. Shaq Barrett at 88 is number 15 on this list. Next up at 14 is Micah Parsons. And at 88. And then Danielle Hunter of the Vikings is at 88. As well. That's kind of surprising to see him up there.
Danielle Hunter was injured most of the time last year. He suffered a season-ending injury. 88 is pretty bold. I mean, the Micah Parsons rating definitely makes sense because, once again, they don't rate rookies and year 2 players high. He
should be higher, though. He's way better than an 88. Come on, Micah Parsons is at least a 90.
Yeah, they don't want him to be reactionary. And it says, in franchise mode, they can develop.
He was a monster last year. Okay, Roquan Smith of the Bears.
You know who else was a monster his rookie year? Leighton Vander Esch. He hasn't been the same.
NFL careers are so impermanent that you should give them credit for having a monster rookie year. Roquan Smith at 89 for the Chicago Bears. He's number 11.
Roquan Smith isn't an edge, though. He's a middle linebacker.
No, they've got it's edge plus middle linebacker. It's just all these put together.
Oh, it's all linebackers.
Yeah. Okay. These are pass rushers, rusher ratings. Okay.
Yeah.
89 is Rashawn Gary. He is at number 11 on this list. Now we get to the top 10. Now we get to the top 10. 90, DeMarcus Lawrence. Cowboys, 90, Darius Leonard. Indianapolis Colts, and 90, Chandler Jones as the Las Vegas Raiders. So that's number 10, 9, and 8.
Yeah.
At number 7 is Joey Bosa at 91. Yeah. 6 is Cameron Jordan at 91. Cam Jordan's not bad.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
He's on the downswing, but at the same time, he's still really
Now, these next two had kind of off years, but at number 5 is Von Miller at 92, and number 4 is Khalil Mack.
I knew Khalil Mack was going to be top 5.
Yeah, Khalil Mack should be up there, but is he the top 4?
I mean, to be fair, Buffalo may have saw those ratings and signed Von Miller to that 6-year deal because they signed him like he was 25.
Yeah, they did, which is a mistake. And now we go to the top 3, and you don't know who the top 3 are. Who would you put your guess in for who's number 1 right now out of the top 3? Put your
one.
unbiased guess in.
Ooh. Knowing the sack record, probably either T.J. Watt or Aaron Donald.
So
Or Myles Garrett.
Aaron Donald, for some reason, is not on this list.
Well, it's probably because he's not an edge rusher. He's a D tackle.
Yeah. So they're not going to put Aaron Donald on this list. So take Donald out. Who's your number one?
Ooh. So it'd probably be either Garrett, T.J. Watt, or trying to think who else would be. I feel like I'm missing somebody big.
All right, number 3, I'll give it to you, is Nick Bosa. So who
Nick
do you
Bosa
think is number 1 at 90?
Probably T.J. Watt. Probably Watt.
Okay, you're saying Watt is the best edge rusher.
Well, it's because, I mean, he had the most sacks, because that's how Madden goes. They go by statistics and by pedigree. Even though he's not, he's off like blindside, but still.
So number 2 on this list is at 96, and number 1 is at 99. Number 1 on this list is Myles Garrett, and number 2 is TJ Watt at 96. I want to see triggered anger that your boy TJ Watt is not the 99 after the season and career he's had, and Myles Garrett, who had an okay season.
He had a solid year. Don't get me wrong. He had a solid year. I don't know if I call him a 99. I'd have him more around TJ Watt, 95, 96.
A little salty right there.
It's not salt. I'm just saying.
Do you think Watt deserves a 99?
Nah. Once again, he's off edge. So he's not facing the best of the best blind side. He's facing right tackles instead of left. Most NFL teams will put their best tackles on the left-hand side.
Okay. So you're covering for him, is what you're saying.
Yeah, in a way.
All right. What was the next? Jared Brussel. Apparently, there's a new kind of species of tree called echoing tree. Uh-oh. Were we echoing?
I think it's probably because of your speakers. Because sometimes when you have it too close, sometimes it echoes.
Let me go to the and Kershaw gets out of the inning. That would happen like a minute ago. Anyways. Can I hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Remember those days? That dude, that actor. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Oh, God. He couldn't get away from those commercials back in the 2000s. Then they tried to bring him back for nostalgia purposes. And
they brought him. Sprint hired him instead.
Yeah.
And they were just like, that's why I switched. He was like, I need to get paid off of this gig one more time.
Well, I mean, hey, he got more work out of that gig than most people get in their acting careers.
Yes.
You know what?
Noah Sharp, hot take. Miggy had a better prime than Pujols, but Pujols has a better body of work. Miggy. Also, what do you guys think of Red Wings offseason? But you know what? Comparing Pujols to Miggy is kind of unfair. They're two different players. They're both great. They're still playing, you know? Like I don't want to compare the two. I feel like
it's tough because I feel like Miggy's prime was shorter. Pujols had a really long prime. He had about 10 years of prime, and then he got cashed out, and then it fleeced the the Angels. Then went to the Dodgers, started hitting again.
Yes.
He still got that 5 or 10 year service contract after he leaves.
So when he leaves, the Angels still have to provide him like a private car or something?
No, they have to like provide him a job, I think. It's like a private services contract. So it's like $1 million every year.
To just what?
To like either be an ambassador or an executive or a coach or anything they want him to do.
What a sneaky way to add $15 million onto your contract. So basically, so if I sign for $300 million, then I add a services contract afterwards. That's another $15 million for me to sit at home and play Twitch.
$10 million, yeah.
Or
dude,
on Twitch.
It'd be nice. I mean, can we get a $300 million contract and then act like Albert Heinsworth? That'd be nice. I like that.
I could just lay down.
If anyone's watching, guess what?
Yes.
I have a ruler.
Right. If an NFT company wants to sponsor us for $300 million, all I will say is whatever I got to do, whatever dick I got to suck, I will suck.
No, you ain't just sucking dicks. You're taking them in every single goddamn hole. You are opening up a hole in the belly button and the breasts and the ears and the eyes, and you are getting dicks in those too.
Albert Hainsworth does not care. He is sitting on a pile of cash for the rest of his life.
Pretty much. I mean, if he's invested wisely, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think so. Noah Sharp. No, we read that. Connor Akers. The home run derby is more exciting than the All-Star game. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
It is.
Last
but
night
once
was
again,
fun.
it's like it's for show. That's why you're doing this.
Jesper Clayson. Who's the highest rated Patriots player? It's probably.
I would have to guess probably. Trying to think. Cole Strange.
Mac Jones at 80.
I would have said probably Stephon Gilmore. Oh wait, Gilmore got traded.
No, Gilmore's not there anymore. That's
He's
a
a Panther.
double. Is that a double for Marte? Oh, foul ball.
No, that's a fair ball.
Oh, it's a fair ball? Who just hit that?
Yeah.
McClanahan?
No, it was Acuna.
Acuna Matata hit it. He got screwed in the home run derby because he couldn't hit the ball far. He hit a lot of home runs, but the rules last night is he had to hit it more than 450 to get a bonus 30 seconds, and he didn't hit one. Yeah, that's a fair ball by a mile. Judon or Josh Uche.
Judon would make sense.
Maybe Josh Uche is the best.
And once again, they don't really rate first and second year players that high.
Yeah.
So Uche is good, but once again, it's probably going to be Judon.
440. Yes, that's right, Connor.
It would be J.C. Jackson if he were still in the Patriots.
Pens and Avs, Pats fandom 98. Crosby, Malcolm, and Letang are going to retire as Penguins together. The Empire will continue to reign supreme. Yeah. You know what? People said that about Duncan Keith and Jonathan
Taves and Kane.
Kane
you have to consider with the Penguins, they're trying to keep the gang together and, try and be the 15-16 Red Wings. So you can laugh at us when we fall into the abyss. It happens. I mean, I knew they were going to do it. I get why they're doing it. I'm not a fan of it because sometimes you just have to let the window go.
It's insane to do that. Like loyalty.
It's insane, but once again, Lemieux's biggest regret as an owner was being forced to trade Jaromir Jagr. So he's going to keep his old core around and reward them for what they did, even though he signed Letang and Malkin to 2 years too long for both instances. Maybe 3 for Letang.
So
those contracts are going to look bad.
Oh, they're the base hit, and the National League is going to score. And it was on the board, yes. It's just so it's all dependent on Crosby.
Well, Crosby in a way.
How long he wants to hang around. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I guess that's their way of honoring Crosby.
Yeah.
Because...
I mean, as I said, I would have rebuilt, but if Crosby didn't want to do it, it's like, hey, find him a trade, let him go.
Yeah, but
it sucks, but sometimes you got to rip off the bandage instead of let it bleed out.
That would cause you to get burned in effigy if you traded Crosby. Like, why wouldn't you just get rid of Malkin and Letang?
They're never going to do it because Crosby wants to keep Malkin and Letang.
You're going to have a rough 8 years, man. It's
going
to be ugly.
That's why I said last year was the last chance. And you signed your core that wasn't winning shit for the last 4 years, 2 big contracts. I mean, I get the Russ signing. Raquel got a big deal. I get that. But Malkin and Letang, those are legacy contracts.
You're still pretty good. You were a game.
And then you brought in Jeff Petrie, got significantly older, which doesn't make sense. You have a bunch of left-handed defensemen, and you signed Jan Ruda for some reason. I don't know. There's something else that has to happen because Kasperi Kapanen still has to be signed.
And you have no goaltending still.
They do have gold. I mean, Tristan Jarry's probably going to blow it in the playoffs or something. What
a play right there by Jimenez. Former Met. Jimenez. That's why they put these are the best of the best out there. Oh, look at that. Behind the back.
Goldie smacked it. Gone. Bye.
What a
Goldie smack in the dong.
Oh, look at Jimenez. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
Way behind me.
Andre Meyer. It's official. NASCAR will be racing on the streets of Chicago on July 2nd, 2023. I'm apprehensive, but after the success of the Clash in LA, it might work. And they cut the Road America course, though. So that's gone. No Road America course anymore, but now they're going to race in the streets of Chicago. I wonder if a car is going to run off the road and fall into the river there.
I don't know about that, man.
That would be funny. All right. Irvin Alvarado, more impressive fat guy TDs or fat guy homers? No.
Fat guy touchdown, man. Fat guy touchdown is much rarer.
Yes, all day, because fat guy TDs are expected, right? Fat guys are supposed to, or fat guy home runs are expected. Fat guys are supposed to hit.
Oh, yeah. And Vogelbach, that dude exudes dong hitting energy.
Who's that? So what's his name? La Tortuga?
William Astudillo.
Yes, on Toronto. That's a nice big round mound of
big boy
baseball hitting fatness. Vogelbach,
Pablo Sandoval.
Who's that guy isn't there a guy on the Twins that's some fat load?
Miguel Sano.
Yes, Miguel.
The big boy. Astudillo was also the guy on the Twins.
He was also the Twin scouts must see some big Stay Puft Marshmallow looking dude, and they're like, sign that little fat fuck over there. I want to see that fat ass hit a home run with his fucking big belly. Like, they just love the fact that guys with big bellies can just go whack right out there. Yeah. That's the thing I love about baseball is it's for all body types.
No, not for me. Nope.
Nah, man, you can be just a fat tub and hit home runs. You can be a skinny little dude and like Stephen Kwan and hit singles. You can be Prince Fielder. That's right, Irvin. Jacking some home runs. Vlad Guerrero Jr.'s little thick boy. You know, you do usually have to be around 6'3", 6'2", over 6 feet, you know, to kind of plug.
Even Miguel Cabrera, he turned into a big boy by the end.
Yeah, he did turn into a big boy. He's got some junk in the trunk, you know. You got to kind of have a big butt to play baseball, you know, because that
Sean Murphy, man.
Yep, little donk on him. But fat guy TDs are great because they're not always called upon.
They're rare.
Yeah, they're not always called upon to fat.
That's why when the Steelers played the Chiefs, there was a fat guy touchdown. It was the greatest celebration of the day. Fat guy touchdown. I forget. It was like a backup lineman.
Dontari Poe scored 3 touchdowns one year. He tossed for 1, rushed for 1, and caught 1.
I'm going for the original fat guy touchdown. William the Refrigerator Perry.
He did. He would just run people over, and they'd be
Jumbo Elliott, another fat guy touchdown expert.
Andrew Thomas caught a touchdown last year. He caught more touchdowns than Kenny fucking Galladay. Anyways, let's go. UW says, come on, Tree. If the Penguins had either their 2 starting goalies available, they easily beat the Rangers. Also, George Pickens is the next Matt Bryant.
Martavis Bryant.
Yeah, Martavius Bryant.
It's a little weird there. But once again, they're starting goalies. The Penguins had other issues in that series. The Rangers outskated.
Jari came back.
Jari had a broken foot.
Yeah, he was trash.
But, I mean, they're going to blame goaltending instead of the reality of they were going to get crushed by a team like Colorado or Tampa Bay. I don't know if they even make it past Carolina.
It just took a while for the Rangers' speed to get going.
Yeah, but once again, too, like Chesty was not in form in games 2 and 3 or 3 and 4.
He wasn't like that in those games. It was unusual.
So game 5 at 6-7, that was his return.
Name some fat NFL players, everybody. Who are the biggest, fattest, like position players though? Not, I mean, there's always linemen. You know, linemen are in shape, but they carry a little weight, you know, to help them plant.
We talking all time or currently?
Just name Fournette. Fournette's gotten a little fat. Eddie Lacy. Got caught in his
Ted Washington, Kelvin Benjamin.
Kelvin Benjamin came in a little too fat, got cut for eating too many chicken wings. Jamarcus Russell turned into a big tub.
Jamarcus was a big boy. Jared Lorenzen, the hefty lefty.
Hefty lefty. He passed away from.
Yeah, he did a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it sucks. Keith Traylor was a big dude. Leon
Traylor. Ted Washington, Gilbert Brown.
Ben Roethlisberger was a big fat piece of shit.
Oh yeah, he was a big boy.
Who is it? Najee Davenport.
Najee Davenport. Yep.
Big.
He was a big boy.
tub.
Jerome Bettis.
Jerome Bettis was the most athletic fat guy ever. Like he took being fat and being a running back to the next level. But because Bettis wasn't like all that fat, but he just had these huge legs, so it made him look fat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
he wasn't like horribly fat. You know who's a big guy? Who's a big boy? Who I love to watch? Natron Means.
Natron Means. Oh, that's a little bit before my time.
He was
a big boy.
Full back. Yes, he was.
Well, if you're looking at that, Christian Okoye.
Okoye was a big boy, but he was more like athletic. Like, you know, he wasn't like a big, you know, he wasn't wasting his space like, say, you know, Fridge Perry. Keith Traylor had a 67-yard interception. I remember that. So random guy says, do you think Deshaun Kaiser and Josh Rosen should try out for the XFL or USFL as a last chance university? No, I think Rosen made it 4 years, so he has a pension.
Yeah.
So BJ Raji, another great big fat guy.
BJ Raji, that was a big boy. Casey Hampton, really big boy.
Hampton.
He was a big boy. All he did was just like stand up and stuff the line. Nobody could move him.
We'll have to bring this up when Uche went during the season when Uche comes back, because he'll probably just have a ton of fat fucks. He'll just be like, man, these motherfuckers. He'd be like, you know who the biggest boy was? He was like fucking my teammate.
Like this fuck, I could barely move him.
Right.
I'd be like,
Chris
like,
Fuma Atuma.
Afala. There you go. He was an old pace. Oh, yeah.
Leon Lett was big. Who else was big? That also played with Lett, the big cat, Larry Allen. Big dude.
Oh, he
Tony
was a
Goose.
R.I.P.
Siragusa,
the late Siragusa. He was a big boy.
Fat lard ass. All right, let's do fattest baseball players of all time.
Babe Ruth.
Nah, you gotta think about Bob Hamlin.
Bob Hamlin. Oh, he was a nerd, dude. You're talking Boop Powell. Like if you see face to face with Boop Powell, that dude looks like he should be a plumber. Like it's just like, dear God, this guy's a baseball player. He looks like a softball player back in the day. Bartolo,
dude, Michael
Sabathia.
Pineda. Okay, here's
Michael Pineda. He was a big boy.
Has gone ham. Like Michael Pineda, when he first came in the league, when he was a Yankee, was like tall and skinny. Yeah, he was thin. I saw him pitch for the Twins the other day.
He's a big boy.
So fat. Couldn't locate, and he's only throwing like 80 poo now. He can't even get it up over 90. And Pineda he got shelled. Pablo Sandoval.
Jesus Montero. Remember when the scout gave him an ice cream sandwich in the dugout?
Randall Simon.
Honestly, if somebody sent me an ice cream sandwich, I'd just eat it and be like, okay, thanks for the ice cream sandwich.
You don't want it to melt, right?
Yeah. That ice cream sandwich was a labor of love. It was built out of a machine. They got the ice cream and all that stuff.
That's right, Noah.
You just want to make sure that there's some love out of it. You know?
That's right. Pineda's a tiger. He was pitching against the Twins, and they were shelling his ass. They were just hitting fucking. Yeah, if you hand me an ice cream sandwich, I don't want it to melt. I'm going to eat that shit. Fat Man Judgeth coming back. CC Sabathia was a big boy.
CC Sabathia, he was a very big boy.
He enjoyed him some donuts.
John Crook. He was a big boy.
Crook. Old Mr. One Nut. John Crook has only one testicle.
He was a very big boy.
Mo Vaughn was a big boy. He hit a ball so far one time and at Shea Stadium that it crushed the scoreboard. Very big fat boy. Let's go UW. Watson about to get a 2 to 8 game suspension if he gets less than Brady did for deflation.
Dude, if he gets 2 games, I'll laugh hysterically.
The response would be apocalyptic. Yeah, he's getting a year, dude. He's getting an indefinite suspension. There's no way that he only gets 8 games for 30 accusers.
He settled it, though. And once again, he's a star player, so the NFL wants him out there.
Cecil Fielder.
Jimmy Haslam was probably giving bribes to the owners and Roger Goodell. Be like, hey, make sure my friend here doesn't get suspended long term. I need my Browns to do everything. I don't want to give up these top draft picks to these fucking Texans. Nobody gives a shit about the Texans. We care about good old Tennessee, good old Volunteer.
Is that how Jimmy Haslam talks, man?
Probably. He probably has a little southern
He's
drawl.
from Tennessee.
Yep, University of Tennessee.
He made all that money with insider trading with the Flying J, baby. That's right, Jimmy.
And he got away with it scot-free.
Crooked ass motherfucker. All right, we're saying Canley Jansen, big fat. Mm-hmm. I wanna know about some big fat tubs, just guys that needed to be wheeled into the ballpark.
David Wells. He was
David Wells, Boomer Wells. Guys, he said he famously
by the end he was a type 2 diabetic.
Yeah, he famously said, "I'm not an athlete. I'm a baseball player," which is automatically. You know what? Accusations do not mean automatically guilty. Correct. Mm-hmm. But to rack up that many accusations tells you something, right? Like that he. I don't even know 30 women. Okay. How you get accused by 30 women of being a fucking weirdo?
Oh, don't worry. Get me out in the wild. I'll have 30 women accuse me of being a weirdo.
I think the truth
is to say hi. And then be like, you're a weirdo. I'm going to sue you.
Right. Let's say 50% of them are just money grabbers. That still makes 15 other people that probably have valid claims, Mm-hmm. Big Keith Trailer. That's a big
trailer. One. Yep. Tractor trailer. He's a big boy.
Not too many fat basketball players. They usually blow up after
Sean Kemp. Career. He was a big boy by the end.
Sean Kemp looks like one of the California Raisins now. It's pretty sad. Just really sad. Barkley has put on some weight.
Sir Charles. Yeah. Shaq by the end.
Shaq is a big
because he felt like he wanted power, so he bulked up.
It must be hard for them to exercise. They're just like, oh my gosh, I was in shape for 20 some odd years.
Not just that, life. Their knees, man. Their knees.
Right. They can't just hit Nutrisystem and get thin. Like big baby Glenn Davis, he was a fat tub. Mm-hmm. But not many are big. Like Yao Ming was pretty big when he was playing.
Yeah, but his knees got fucked. I mean, he wasn't fat though.
Yeah. Or John Hot Rod Williams, Oliver Miller.
Yep. Boris Diaw by the end.
Yes. Boris Diaw had like some man titties.
Oh,
Kendrick Perkins was a big fat ass. Oliver Miller. What about Olden Polynice?
Olden Polynice.
Eddie Curry got fat.
Oh, yeah.
Are there any fat soccer players? Who are the fat soccer players?
Diego Maradona. That's the only one I can think of.
You got fat. Pat Maroon is out of shape. Phil Kessel was a pretty tubby little guy.
Yeah, but he could skate like the wind, though.
Oh my gosh, how could a guy like Phil Kessel skate 30 miles an hour and he was just fucking eating hot dogs on the bench? He's just like, fucking Phil Kessel.
The hot dogs were his fuel, dude. The hot dogs were his fuel.
Yes. Ronaldo got fat.
Oh, Mark Mangino. Oh, he was a man. Like that dude was he looked like a radio announcer for 93.7 The Fan. Like he should have a 10-2 segment of him just yelling about how bum like the New York Yankees athletes are. That's how it should be. He should be yelling at Jim from Queens about how shitty Joey Gallo is.
Should have his own QAnon radio show with Alex Jones, big fat piece of shit.
No, you see here, everyone. Now, the New World Order is gonna be coming for us all, and they're gonna be, and they're taking away all my candy bars. Donate to me so I can keep all the candy bars. I'm preparing for the nuclear apocalypse.
Before he had the surgery, Ralph Friedgen was a big fat ass on the sideline. So was Charlie Weiss.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he was a fat fuck.
Matt Patricia still, because he
Black ATV of death.
Yes, dude. How can you respect your coach when he?
I mean, to be fair, he did have a knee injury. I think he tore his meniscus or Achilles or something. But still,
I don't care. It's hard to respect somebody telling you to work harder when you pull up on an ATV. Okay, it's like you want me to fucking cut back block or fucking cut against the grain or do something that puts my body on the line when you're yelling at me in an ATV, fuck you.
Hey, you got to get your posture up when you yell about Matt Patricia. Remember that. Remember that was his thing.
That's
You
right.
know, I'm
And
here
you also know
respectfully, yet I look like I'm a middle school gym teacher with a pencil over his ear because I'm a man. But that's it.
Yeah. Didn't he know what time it was? John Daly was the ultimate golfer.
John Daly was a man.
Him and Colin Montgomery. Remember Monty?
Oh, John
Monty.
Daly would just he'd show up to the golf course drunk as fuck. And he'd just take dingers and then go back to the bar and just keep drinking.
Yep.
That was a man.
So there was this one time that they gave John Daly. So Hooters partnered with John Daly and they gave him unlimited wings and beer. And then so he got so drunk that they kicked him out. And then he fought back to get back in the Hooters saying, you know, I have unlimited beer and wings. You can't kick me out. And then they had to call the police and they basically forced him to leave because he was such a drunk belligerent.
The problem is when you're drunk like that, you go in a car and drive, the restaurant's liable.
Right. They were like, get the fuck out of here, John Daly. He was in the street being filmed, smoking cigarettes and just yelling that
Mike
he has
McCarthy,
unlimited.
that's another
Mike
good
McCarthy, yeah. Chip Ganassi, apparently a big guy. DDRM press. I love this. Patricia had a pencil for a laminated play sheet. That's right. He kept the pencil behind his ear and then had a laminated play sheet.
But don't you know, having a pencil behind your ear makes you at least 20% more intelligent and about 30% more obnoxious.
Because he went to RIT. He went to Rochester.
And he got accused of rape.
Yes. He had a degree in aerospace engineering, and then Bill Belichick was like, oh, this guy's kind of creepy. I should hire him. He's really...
Well, that's why he's a smarmy cunt. Most engineers are.
Wade Phillips, big guy. Dennis Green was a big guy.
Dennis Green was a big boy. Michael Oher, do a blank side. He was a big boy.
We should do big guy tier list. Who would be at the top of the big guy? Bartolo Colon is
Bartolo Colon, Babe Ruth. That man ate, drank, and hoarded his way to greatness. And he's an inspiration to every fat guy.
Yes, he should be. Pedro got a little fat. Pedro now looks like he ate old Pedro. That's how big he looks on MLB.
Jesus.
He just ate another Pedro and he got a little fat. I'm just saying.
Maybe he ate so much talent it exuded out of his body.
The Ryan brothers, that's a great one. Reed has slimmed down a little bit, but not much.
Yeah, I mean, he did have gastric. Rex Ryan, he was a fat fuck for a long time.
So
same as his brother Rob, but Rex at least had surgery. I think he's thinner now.
The thing with Reed and a lot of these guys, they've always been big their whole lives. Reed at age 13 was just a massive
dude. 6'5" and
I am not
250.
Yeah, I am not saying that these guys were lazy or that these were they're just big guys. You know what I'm saying?
John Madden was always the big dude.
Yeah, I get how not being
John Madden made a living out of food. That's the only reason why we know what a turducken is.
Right.
And I want a goddamn turducken now I'm thinking about it.
I know.
A duck inside a chicken, inside a turkey.
Food
and now I just want to cut it into 12 or the 6-legged turkey. And I'm I want that.
Ooh, have any wrestlers gotten fat after they retired?
Yokozuna.
Yokozuna.
If you actually watch him, there was one last pay-per-view he was in called Heroes of Wrestling. By the end, it was just sad. He was 500-600 pounds, big.
Emmanuel Yarborough. He fought in the UFC. He at one point was the heaviest athlete on earth. He weighed 650 pounds.
Andre the Giant, that was a good one. But he had a legitimate genetic disorder. So he had I forget, encephalopathy, I think it was, or something gigantism. I felt he would just keep growing, and it just
what kind of shit is that? They don't have a name for being big as fuck, so they're let's call it gigantism.
Well, sometimes that is it's an issue with the growth hormone.
Yeah. Captain Zero says, you guys know Deadpool's real name, right? Wade Wilson. He wasn't a QB for the Vikings. Ha!
Oh, it's a QB for the Cowboys.
Yeah, he played for the... Jake the Snake got fat? Oh, no.
Jake Roberts? Well, Jake
Yeah,
Roberts had a
Jake
drug
Roberts.
issue for a long time. So
Yeah,
like drug and alcohol, like I'm like it's amazing that dude's still alive. Like Jimmy Snuka did so many drugs that
I can't
he could have pretty
believe-
much snorted enough cocaine to bankrupt this country of Colombia.
didn't he murder somebody, Jimmy?
Allegedly.
Yes.
It was
He,
found apparently like they burned a bunch of evidence.
He died in 2017, Jimmy Superfly.
Yep, Superfly Snuka.
Yes. When was this alleged?
It was like in the 80s.
Nancy, Argentina. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay. How did this show devolve from Madden ratings to just giant fat people? Just listing
Albert
off-
Hainsworth.
Big-
By the end. He was a big
Yeah.
boy. He just did not give a fuck after
He was
got
just
that
showing
contract.
up to get his check. He would just come into the facility and just be like, "Where's my check?" And they remember
they used to flip out on him. It's like, you're not getting your $10 million bonus unless you show up in shape. It's like, dude, just work out.
remember they
You
made
make
him
$10 million.
they made him do a physical and they failed him on purpose.
They failed
'cause
him
they're like,
3
"This
times.
fat fuck is not in shape."
And that was a big thing in 2009. I remember that.
Right. They were just like, this dude, like they were just like, all right, and they were pretty easy tasks. They were like 10 push-ups, maybe like run like a cone
Run a
drill
mile.
or something. Yeah, run a mile or something. Something a D tackle should be expected to do. And he was like, nah, I can't do that.
The big story for me, there was a guy in training camp for the Steelers back in '98. His name was Jermaine Stevens, former first-round pick. He was a project tackle, didn't really do much. He had a poor year in '97. Comes up to training camp completely out of shape, like massive fat fuck. There's no video on it, but if you look up Jermaine Stevens, Jamain Stevens, Stephens, you can see this whole story out in explained in detail. Bill Cowher, one of his main drills when he was head coach was a string of 40-yard dashes. So he would have them go back and forth. And by like, I think the 12th or 13th time, Jermaine Stevens is just sitting there gassed and exhausted on the floor. He couldn't finish. And Greg Lloyd infamously waved the white flag in front of his head saying that he gave up. And it's like, yeah, this guy's a fat fuck. They cut him the next day.
Damn.
And he was a first-round pick. So like he showed up out of shape, and then he went to Cincinnati and played for like, I think like 2 more years.
I get it. Like
Fat Randy.
He died in 2020.
Wait, Jermaine Stevens died? I did not know
Yeah.
that.
I think he battled with his weight or something like
No,
that.
Jermaine Stevens is still alive.
Oh no. Oh, they're just joking.
No, his son died.
Oh, that sucks. Oh.
That does suck.
Swanigan.
He played at Cal U. Damn.
So
Cal
one
U,
last
Pennsylvania.
thing before we end is apparently Marion Barber passed from heat exhaustion.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be careful about that.
Yeah.
I mean, in the summertime, it gets humid. That's why I try not to do my yard work until like in the evening.
It's
or at
just
night.
crazy because it's ironic because he was known for pushing himself and going to the limit on his workouts, and he just pushed himself too hard.
Yeah, he probably did it outside, and it just probably took him
Yeah,
out.
that's just terrible.
Yeah.
Golden Hybrid. Do you guys watch The Captain yet? It's pretty good. Have not watched the Jeter documentary. I just want to know what him and Alex Rodriguez beefed over.
I saw a little bit over it. The first part was only up to 95. So you haven't missed that beef yet. So next part's going to be the World Series dynasties.
Maybe if I was a Yankees fan, I would want to watch it. Just like Mets fans.
They're trying to recapture the Jordan documentary, The Last Dance. That's what they're trying to recapture.
Nothing.
Although the problem is, like, it's the perfect storm because it was, everyone was trapped indoors. There was no sports. There was nothing to talk about. The only thing you could really watch was Marbula One.
Marbula One.
I nearly did a sports ball on Marbula One. It was that bad.
That was so bad. That was such a bad time. Please never.
I like to say it never happened.
Dude, I was reviewing KBO stadiums and NPB stadiums. Like, I made a video on what we should do when we don't have sports. Like, it was a rough time. Let me look at read that super chat, and then I'm gonna look at my videos from when I was doing that when the pandemic was. Read that last super chat.
That I would. Nick Shannon for 5. So who does Columbus move to re-sign Line? My guess is Nyquist. Yeah, that's the main guess. It has to be him.
Yeah.
I mean, they might have to retain some salary, but at the same time, like that's the only option if you want to re-sign him long term, because he did not file for arbitration. Because they're looking for a long term.
All right, here it is. I did the weird baseball fields. That was one. I did a baseball video on Japanese baseball fields.
Ooh.
KBO stadiums, NASCAR weirdest moment. I did a video on when Mike Piazza had to hold a press conference to tell everyone he wasn't gay. Do you remember that?
No, I actually don't. There was a rumor. You remember the Cordell Stewart gay rumors?
Yes.
They were like a big thing back in the late 90s.
This
is like a bunch of like a random cop apparently saw a guy that looked like Cordell Stewart go down on a man in a park and be like, I think that's Cordell Stewart. He fucks men. And then everyone just ran with it. And it's like, wait, what?
And that guy.
And I don't think Cordell's even gay. I think he has kids.
Right. Like they used to run around in the early 90s, late 80s, just speculating on who was gay so that they could have a story. And it's like, dude, who fucking cares, right? Like,
well, I mean, back in the day, remember the AIDS crisis? That was a big thing. It was the gay disease.
Yeah. Nowadays, we have openly gay players. Like, it's not a big deal. Who cares? But Mike Piazza had to call a press conference. I did a video on Little League cheating.
Yep, I remember that one got some bites, didn't it?
Yeah, got a lot of bites. I you know what, views weren't that bad during the pandemic, but
it was just like the sponsors were down. It was mostly bucket list projects that I was working on.
Yeah, it was.
So I mean, I was able to do a vid on Schottenheimer, Mike Keenan, Jacksonville, like the Pirates, like so. Also John Vandeveld. I did that one. I would not have been able to do those if it weren't for the pandemic.
Yeah, and then football came back and saved us all.
Well, the draft and then free agency. They still had free agency. And then we all laughed at Bill O'Brien for trading DeAndre Hopkins.
We were so thirsty for stories back then. We were like, can y'all do something? Hey, let's insert an ad real quick.
Oh, yeah. I love when they do that in the beginning of the damn stream. I'm sorry. I don't care.
I just inserted an ad. Everybody watch this ad.
That's why our channel's not growing. That's why we only have 250 people watching, man.
All right.
Come on.
We made it an hour. Don't forget about Bench Warmer Brew, everybody. The best coffee on earth. Miles Bridges just got charged with domestic violence.
Yep. Domestic violence.
That ad. No ads. Somebody must have ad blocker on.
Good.
All right. Go to Bench Warmer Brew. Use my code DAMSON. Do you still have a code?
No, that expired on Friday.
Okay. Well, mine expires on Friday, so go get the 5 points blend before then.
You get the armchair quarterback blend.
Oh, somebody just got an ad for Domino.
They also got these nice mugs that just came out too.
Oh yes, those mugs.
I think this is the backup mug. I think there's a prettier mug too. But this is actually this is nice.
It's better than the first mug though.
Well, the problem with the first mug is that like the handle was so small that you couldn't fit your hands in. So it's like this one's better. Still a little small in the handle for my size.
Fat guys.
Yeah. But like I can fit like 3 in there.
Fat fingers in a little cup.
Out of context, don't
fingers in a little cup. All right. Do you have anything coming out?
NHL sports ball, probably. I'm still writing that.
Okay. All right, a little NHL sports ball. I've got a video on the toughest players ever in the NFL history. There are some
another big boy, Alejandro Kirk.
Yes.
Seeing him on the plate. He's
up right now. Big boy. Who does he play
for? He can hit dongs. Blue Jays.
They got some
really good catcher.
Yeah. Alejandro, he is he's a meaty man right there. There you go. Pseudo Wudo. Buy their coffee.
Come on.
That's right.
There you go. Good boy.
All right. Do you have anything to say before we eject?
Well, I don't know how the fuck we made it to 250 episodes, especially considering how out of mess and jarbled and ill-prepared we are. But we thank each and every one of you for tolerating us and also petition your local government or organization to legalize this as a form of torture.
That's right. That's what
so we can get a cut.
Right. We will take it. All right, everybody. We'll see you for show 251 next week. And then after that, preseason football's coming, baby. Things are changing. Oh, actually, you know what? I might not be here next week. I'm going to Moab. I'm going to the Grand Canyon. Going to Las Vegas. Yeah, actually, I'm not going to be here next week. So
okay. Well, I might roll solo.
Get a guest, yeah, or roll solo, or play a little game night, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. I'll see you fuckers in 2 weeks. Love y'all.
Buddy.
Thanks, mods. See ya.